Happy Friday. Welcome back to the Bettor Mark. Let's get into tonight's college basketball plays, right? We'll do a quick recap as well as get you guys on your way. We have a shorter slate tonight as we get a very, very huge weekend within college basketball. So make sure you guys are all locked to the channel. Subscribe down below. Smash that like button as well. And as always, guys, put your plays down below in the comments box. I'm always interested to hear what the community out there is on for tonight's contest. Okay, but let's get into it without further ado. Just a quick recap. And make sure you guys, like I said, are all subscribed down below here. Smash that like button as well. It really helps us here on YouTube. I appreciate you all. Channel is growing very, very nicely. And like I said, make sure you follow me on X as well. We're going to be doing a lot of giveaways come March, come tournament time, trying to get this channel up and running, and it's all a testament to you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you, but let's get down into it, guys. Last night's plays, 3-2-1 across the board. Just to recap real quickly what we were on. Northwestern, I had a side in total in that game. Northwestern getting it done, minus 12.5. Did not get the points, though. Did not get the points. We pushed on 138. That's where, if you look at the first half, guys, it wasn't even looking like a push. It looked like they were going to go sailing under. But, guys, they had a huge second half, and that's where we looked into a push, and I'll take it. All right, I'll take it. Queens, that was actually a bigger play for me. Full disclosure, it wasn't just a one-unit play. That was kind of a very huge spread that I had within that total. Really like that over 157.5. Total actually rose up to 190 or 159.5 come tip off. So that's what is so important to turn on notifications, because that way when these videos come out and I give you guys my initial plays super early in the morning, it's very important and crucial to get on these as soon as possible, because, guys, these numbers can change ever so slightly, especially in a game such as Queens and Stetson. And shout out to any of you guys who know the mascots to Queens and or Stetsons. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys can do that. A little trivia to get you going on a Friday, okay? But that's what happens, guys. These big opportunities lie within, a lot of times, smaller handles, smaller ticket counts, and really can shift the numbers. Even like a group, one betting group, or a group of individuals, or even just a couple individuals in their own individual wagers could shift a total with a small handle, such as what we saw within Stetson and Queens, okay? But that was a win. We ended up getting it done. A little bit of a dramatic ending, but, guys, we got it home. Last-second heroics. And it's actually, guys, I want to share with you a story, so bear with me. And make sure you guys are all sticking around to the end, because I'm going to get you guys my picks and get you on your way and into the weekend. But kind of funny story. Actually, we were watching live. A couple buddies got together on a Thursday, had a little fun, a little too much fun. But it's something where DraftKings ended up actually paying out the ticket, right? They paid out the ticket. And this has happened to me in the other manner. They paid out the ticket. But if you look at the score, guys, it was one where it landed right on 158. They ended up waving off that bucket at the end instead of that 160. So if you had 158.5, 159, 159.5, that's where the score ended up being 160. Everybody rushed off the court, and then ESPN ended up changing that number. So I'm interested to hear if you guys were on that, if you were able to lock in that 157.5 or even a 158. That way, just curious to hear what actually paid out, okay? But, yeah, DraftKings immediately paid once that number hit 160, despite the score change. So very interesting. I've had that happen to me, like I said, once or twice, but it was in the other way where, it did not work out in my favor, okay? Grand Canyon blew a halftime lead. We lost that one. That was one where, I really thought they had that one sealed up. I actually switched off of that view. And then, that was one where just second half heroics, losing on the road. Did not want to see that one coming. But as always, guys, it's okay. Florida Gulf Coast was another loss, blowing basically an opportunity against Kennesaw State. And obviously the last total, which we had a good night, 2-0-1 with the totals in last night's contests, where we had Cal Poly under 131.5. That was one that never really had a chance of getting over. Great read on that one. Definitely looking back at historic matchups, where we look at that history and seeing, I think the first game was 55, 51, 54, 52, something like that, where it just didn't really understand why that total was 131. So another good opportunity late night on the West Coast. So if you guys were on those plays, congratulations. Let me know if you guys had any big winners, huge tickets. Let me know down below in the comments, as always. But let's get into tonight's contest, okay? Without further ado, this is what we're looking at. Kent State, Akron, a lot of action, a lot of Ivy League, a lot of smaller matchups. Like I said, it's smaller state, smaller slate, and we're just going to breeze through these. Penn, Dartmouth, Marist, Manhattan, Iona, Rider, Niagara, Canisius, Brown at Columbia. That's going to be one of my plays. Yale, Cornell, Princeton, Harvard, North Florida, Jacksonville, St. Peter's, Mount St. Mary's, PFW, Green Bay, Toledo, Bowling Green, Youngstown State, Milwaukee, Duquesne, Fordham, Fairfield, Quinnipiac, and Nevada in San Jose State. So I do want to get in this. Like I said, guys, the Brown Columbia game, that is going to be one of my first plays. Lock it in right now. This number is going to climb. We're already seeing a little bit of movement from the money line. This is where we're going to be looking for a -3 spot with Columbia over Brown. Okay, these two teams played back earlier in February, and this is where we saw an 83-69 trouncing by Columbia on the road. Now they get to go home, right? And you can see right here with the betting splits and the trends. This is something where it's definitely lending its hand towards taking Columbia once again at home, sweeping the series season. They absolutely light it up from three-point range. And Brown is one of those teams that, guys, they do not really play a lot of defense guarding the three-pointers as well. So I look for Columbia to get it done, taking them. Look for a money line play if you can find a low enough number. But if that -3 is still out there, absolutely hammer that one home. That's one of my most confident plays of the evening, possibly even a multi-unit play. Okay, secondly, we're going to go to a little bit of action, okay? This is one where you look at a rivalry game between Toledo Rockets and Bowling Green State University. A lot of people there are hearing, there's a lot of sharp movements where you're seeing that number go towards Bowling Green. You look at what's going on with, laying it on the road. That is one thing that I do not like to do necessarily this time in the college basketball season, this late in the season, right? Laying that number on the road. But guys, they're really just going 10 minutes down the road. They're going down I-75 about 10 miles. They're going to get there in about a half hour. So this isn't really a true road game other than the fact that there's going to be a little bit more of orange and brown colors in the stands, okay? But quite frankly, Toledo's going to be well represented in this contest. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the Rockets in this, okay? I'm going to take the Rockets -4.5. This number has crept up from -3.5. I just think two teams trending in opposite directions. But basically, guys, when it comes to the spread, these both are coin flips. I just see some value in possibly going towards the Rockets in this spot just because of where they need to be for the future. I think Toledo needs to win this game a little bit more than Bowling Green, and this has a little sneaky blowout potential. Okay, Bowling Green has lost 4 out of their last 5 straight up and 3 out of 5 against the spread in their last 5. And losing to some bad teams. So this is something where Toledo beating Akron, beating Ohio, okay? They're coming off a 2-game win streak, and they can light it up. So if Bowling Green has a poor shooting of night, Toledo's definitely win with margin. So I see some value with that 4.5. So I'm going to be laying 4.5 with the Rockets in a pseudo road game, not a true road game in my estimation, but that's where I'm at with all that. And lastly, guys, the third and final play on tonight's college basketball slate. This is a big one. This is one where we have two teams trending in opposite direction. Nevada at San Jose State. Nevada -9.5. I truly am going to take them to get it done by double digits. We saw the last matchup, 90, I think the 60, 90-66. I can't remember. But this is something where we look at Nevada. They've covered 6 games in a row. Okay, so looking to make it 7. They are 5-1 straight up with 6 covers. All right, two teams, like I said, guys, trending in opposite directions. Nevada is 3-0, 100% against the spread when that spread is 7.5 to 11.5. I'm not scared to lay it. I think Nevada gets it done by double digits. San Jose State is a dumpster fire, like I said, trending in the opposite direction. As an underdog, 37%. I'm comfortable with this number, but these are my 3 plays that I'm going to be laying in tonight's college basketball slate. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, guys, I appreciate each and every one one of you. Make sure you all are subscribed on your way out. Stay tuned for more daily sports betting, every single sport here on the channel. We're going to be having a lot of cool stuff unraveling here as we have a lot of moving parts. A lot of stuff that you guys get to see the daily videos, but there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes going on where I'm trying to get a lot of platforms up and running, a lot of affiliates, and a lot of graphics as well. So a lot of moving parts, but like I said, guys, we're going to be doing a huge contest in March. So make sure you guys are all subscribed down below to here and on X, so that way you never miss a beat and you get to participate in that contest when the time comes. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being part of the channel, like I said, and we'll see you all in the next video. Go cash some tickets.